Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Arena. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this mind-blowing content switcher on scroll trigger using the Elementor Page Builder and the GSAP. Okay, so at the end of this tutorial, we're going to create something that looks like this. So when we start scrolling, you're going to see our content is going to fade in smoothly, and then we'll have our image move to the top, and the next content fades in smoothly like that. Okay, and you continue scrolling, you have this cool effect. Now when you scroll back up, it's going to have them come back in reverse, as you can see. Now this is a very wonderful effect that you can use to stylize your web page and bring sections to life on your web page. Okay, and also if you're using the Elementor free version, you'll be able to achieve this easily as well. All you just need to do is follow through with the tutorial step by step and you will get it done. And it is responsive on all devices, and we can check it out on tablet. On tablet, this is what we'll have. So now we'll start scrolling. You're going to notice that while on desktop our image moves to the top, we're going to have it on tablet. It's going to move to the left like that. Okay, creating this cool effect, as you can see. And then you're done scrolling. When you scroll back up, you're going to have them come back in like that, and like this, like that. Okay, so we also have it working perfectly on mobile devices. Okay, so a mobile device, this is what we'll have on mobile device. So when you start scrolling, this is what will happen. You have the image move to the left like that, and then the content fits in smoothly. Okay, you scroll back up, you have your effect. Okay, perfectly. All right, so without further delay, let's dive in and get started. In our Elementor editing screen, what I'll do here is I'll come over here to the layout and drag a container widget and drop it here. Now I'll make sure that the content widget is set to box, and for the width, I'm going to set it to 1100 width, and the minimum height I change it from pixel to VH and give it a value of 100. Then I'm going to come over here to the style option. For the background type, I set it to classic and give it a background color black. Okay, now I'm going to come over here to add element and add a container widget. Now I'm going to duplicate this container. So for reference purposes, I'm going to call this one here our wrapper, and then for this container here, I'm going to call this one the left container, and then this one here, I'm going to call this one the right container. Okay, so now I'll come over here to the wrapper container, go to the layout, and I set the item direction to row horizontal. Okay, then I'll come over to the left container here. Now for the left container, what I'll do here is I'll justify content to the center, and then I'll align items to the center. Okay, then I'll come over here and add element, and I'll add a container within it. Okay, so for this container here, I'm going to call this container our contents. Okay, now for the contents container, what I'll do here is I'm going to add another container within it. Okay, now this container I've added within it, I'm going to call it our content. Okay, then I'll go back to the contents, this container here, and I'll make sure I justify content to the center. Then for this content container here, what I'll do here is I'll come over here and add element, and I'll add a heading widget here. Okay, for the heading text, I'm just going to add this text here. Okay, yep, I'm going to have something like that. So now I'll come over here to the style option and tweak it a little bit. For the typography, I'll come over here to the font size and set it to the 30 pixel. Come over here to the line height and increase it a little bit like this. Okay, I set it to 33 pixel like that. Okay, now I'll come down here to the text color and set the color to be white. Now you can design this however you want, use whatever font that works for you. Okay, so now I'm just going to duplicate this one here, come over here to the HTML tag and set it to H3. Go to the style option. First off, I'll come over to the content. Let's reduce it to, let's give it a name. Let's call this one John Doe. And then let's come over here to the style option. For the alignment, set it to the end. For the typography, you can reduce it here to be 20 pixel like that. Okay, so this is what we'll have here. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do here is for this content here, I'm going to make sure I come over to the advanced settings and set it to position absolute. Okay, you can see it as it's no longer in the center. To bring it back to the center, what you do is that you come over here for the horizontal orientation offset, we're going to remove this, and then for the vertical orientation offset, we're going to remove this as well. Okay, so we'll now have it placed in the center. This is how we want it to be. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is I'll come over to the right container here, then I'll go to the add element and I'll add a container here. Okay, Now for the right container, I'll come over here and for this content that I've added here, I'm going to rename it and call it our card container. Okay, now come over here to the width and now change the unit from percentage to pixel and give it a value of 300 and then a minimal height value of 350. Okay, now what I'll do next is I'll come over here to add element and I'll add an image within that card container. Now for this image, I'll go to the width, change the unit from percentage to pixel and give it the same value as that of the card. So that's 300 width and the minimal height value of 350. And then for the object fit, I'm going to set it to cover. Okay, come over here to the border radius and I'll give it the border radius of 20 pixels all around. So this is what we'll have. Okay. Okay, so I'll come over here. What I'll do next is I'll come over to the image. Let's change the image. Okay. Let's change the image to something else. Come over to our media library and I'll select this image here. Okay, so this is what we'll have here. So the next thing I'll do here is I'm going to bring this card here to the center. So in order to do that, what I'll do here is I'll come over to the right container. Make sure I set the content, justify content to the center, and then set alignment to the center like that. So this is what I'll have. Okay, so what I'll do next is I'm going to set this card container here to absolute position. So I'll come over here to the advanced settings for the card and then come over to the position and set it to absolute. So you see that's not taken to the top, no longer on the center. I will need it to be in the center. So now to bring it back to the center, same thing we did for the content. I'm just going to come over here for the horizontal orientation offset. We're going to make it empty. Instead of that value 0, we'll set it to empty. And then for the vertical orientation offset, we're going to set it to empty as well. So we'll now have it perfectly placed in the center like this. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to set the responsiveness of this design. So we'll come over to the tablet. This doesn't look nice on tablet. So what we'll do here is first off, we'll come over to the left container, go to the advanced settings and give it a padding of 20 pixel all around. Come over here, unlink this to the left, I'll set it to 30 pixel. Come over to the text here. For the font size, I'm going to set it to be 20 pixel like that. Then I'll reduce the line height to be 1.3. Okay, or 1.3. Yep, like that. Then for this one here, I'll just reduce this size to be 18 pixel like that. Okay, so this looks good. Then I'll come over here to this card and then for the layout, I'll set the width here to be 250. And then for the height, I'll set the height to be 250 as well. Come over to the image within it and I'll do the same. Set the width to be 250 pixel and the height 250 pixel as well. So we'll now have it like this. This looks good. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do here is I'll come over here and set it for the mobile. Now for the mobile, this is what we'll have for the mobile. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'll come over here to the right container and then come over to the minimal height, change the unit from pixel to VH and give it the value of 20 VH. And then for the position here, we're going to come over here and set this justify content here to be at the top like that. Okay. So we now have it like this, and we can also come over here to this left container and then ensure that we'll give it the same minimal height value of VH20 like that. So we now have it like this. So this looks fine. Okay, so we can come over here and still reduce the size here of the text. Okay, what we'll have there, can set it to 18 pixel like this. This looks perfect. Okay, so now that we're done setting the responsiveness of our design, let's go back to the desktop mode. Now the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to duplicate both the content on the left and the content in the right as well. So we'll duplicate them 4 times, and then what I'll do next is I'm going to change the various content. So I'll pause this video while I do that, and then we can continue in order to avoid making this video lengthy. Okay, so I've been able to change the contents for the various content here and also the card content as well. So now for the content, in order for us to see it, since they're all in absolute position, that's why it looks the way it is. So if you just come over here and you start hiding, you'll see it to be changing and like that. So we'll now have this, and then we'll have this, like that. Okay, same thing also applies to the card container. So now if I hide this, you're gonna see the next card. If I hide this, you see the next card, and hide this, you see the card. So these are the various cards. So, okay, so now that we'll have it all. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to tilt this card, rotate this cards here randomly. So we'll now have a very nice presentation here. So what I'll do here is I'll come over to the first card, go to the advanced settings, and then I'll come over here to the transform. For the rotate, I'll come over here and I'll set it to like 4 degree, like that. Come over to the next one with the advanced settings. Come over here to transform, rotate. I'm gonna set it to something like a 9 degree. Come over to this other one here, and then I'll come over to the advanced settings. Come over to transform, rotate. I'm gonna set this to be -4 degree. Then come over to this first card here with the advanced settings, and then come over to the transform, rotate, or set it to be -9 degree. Okay, so we now have them like this. All right, so now that I'm done rotating the various cards and we have this structure here, so the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to add our CSS classes to our various cards and content. Okay, so I'm just going to head over to my code editor. Now this is the code and these are the various CSS classes we'll be using. So I'm just going to copy out the first CSS class, and then I'm going to come back here. Now I kind of made a mistake here. I would have added the CSS classes for the cards and the content from the get-go, from the beginning, to avoid doing them individually now, but nevertheless we just proceed. So I'll come over to the wrapper, go to the advanced settings, and then come over here to where we have the CSS class, and I'm going to paste this class there. Then I'll come back here to my code editor. I'm going to copy the TCA stack card. I'm going to copy that, and I'll come over here to the various cards, and I'm going to add the CSS class. Go to the advanced settings, CSS class. I'm going to add it there. To the second one, I'll do the same. Come over here and I'll add it. Then I'll come over here to the third and I'll do the same for all. Okay, then I'll come over here and I'll do the same. So now the next thing is to add the CSS class for the content. So I'll just do that real quick. Okay, so now that I'm done adding the various CSS classes, the next thing I'm going to do here is I'll just come over here, toggle this left, toggle this right, click on, select the wrapper, come over here to add element, and I'm going to search for the HTML widget, and I'm going to add the HTML widget. Now it has been added here. Okay, so now what I'll do next is I'll come over to my code editor, and then I'm just going to copy out this code here. Now you do not have to worry about this code. It's going to be made available for you in the description of the video, so you can use it in your project. Okay, so I'm just going to paste the code here. So you notice that the content here have disappeared. However, this particular HTML has added a space here in order to make the space invincible, so it doesn't affect our design. You just come over here to the layout, come down to where we have the responsiveness. I'm going to set it to hide on desktop, hide on mobile, and hide on tablets, like that. Okay, so you can see now there's no more space taken again. Okay, so now the next thing I'll do here is I'll click on publish, and then I'll click on preview. All right, so now when we scroll, we're gonna have this effect here. You can see we'll continue scrolling, you have this, the next content goes up like that, like this. Okay, you scroll back up, come back. Okay, so we can check our design on a live preview and on multiple screen to see how it works on our devices. So we can just come over here. So I'm just going to refresh this live page here. Okay, all right, so now when we start scrolling, this will happen. You can see our effect working perfectly. Okay, I also added a scroll room. Okay, so when we come back here, this is what happens. That's pretty much it about this tutorial. If you learned something new from this tutorial, remember to give this video a thumbs up and feel free to drop your comment wherever you're confused, and I'll do what to attend to as much as I can. But until then, see you on our next video. Bye bye.